the game. We'll see how things fall into place. One of the big things is that Bane.
You know what? We're not sure what the build's going to be, but one thing's for sure. Whatever Carl Easy builds here, definitely going to be the standard for a lot of players.
Yep.
Not just the players in the MPL, but also for the homes.
I'm updating my build as soon as this game's done.
Let's watch that out.
Something that Omega does have, though, in spades, and if ever we do make it to Game 3, this is their version of schooling. It'll be a schooling on isolation. That's one thing that they have great.
Yeah.
Like, when they have that Astral Echo on point, and they get that wave. Dude, even the Wave Dragon's going to have a bigger hitbox.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Just true.
Tis true, man.
So, yeah, no, if Omega can make it happen, if they can go super fast and pick off the cores of Echo fast enough, then yeah, definitely, we're on our way to Game 3.
Now, opening it up to the XP lane, there's a reason why the Lapu doesn't get picked as much, and I hate to say it because I love Lapu. X-Bor's going to eat him for breakfast, dinner, and lunch.
Kilaz.
Oh, look at that.
Carl Easy.
Coming
Very
in.
aggressive.
Fast clear. And again, if you're clearing as fast as a Bane in mid, Sanchi doesn't mind. Usually your mid laner hates it when you take away a little bit of that XP, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But nope, here it's fine. You're fast.
Here's a build.
You're going to make up for it.
All right, that's Frill, as we did say earlier. In the
Quantum charge.
Quantum charge.
Quantum charge. Get out of here.
There it is. There's a build that you guys want. And we'll find out the itemization in just a few moments, but it is.
Chaknu, though, in the middle of two. He's fine.
suffering.
Didn't need to spend that flicker.
Yeah, Omega's expending so many resources right now, even denying. Whoa.
Whoa! That's going to be the hook denying the orange away from Andoryu. And Carl Deasy draws first blood. Riota falls.
Man, JP really delaying that, that take as well. So not allowing Andoryu to get even in contention for that first turtle. And this early on, right, just with the way that they're playing around this macro early game, Echo finds themselves a nice lead and a bunch of gold here in the bottom lane.
And they make it look so easy, don't they?
Whoa!
It's no effort. Oh.
JP with the hook and the full-on combo. Last sanity, but Riota does flicker away with his life.
They're using up so much of their resources just to stay alive right now.
And
It's a candy.
That's the thing, too, that has me worried about the lineup with Smart Omega. Yeah, it's about the isolation and everything else. But the downside of dealing with a Franco, especially across from you in the hands of JP, rolling with a focusing mark, is if he's just landing the hooks, let's say even 1/3 of them, that's going to help them snowball off a lot harder for Echo and get into that Echo Express mode faster. So Smart Omega actually, I don't think they can wait, right? I mean, as now that you have that level 4 available for Chaknu, that Way of the Dragon, you need to be making plays. But again, who do you feed that into, right? Who do you want those kills to stack up on here?
I guess that's the only question that they have right now. Other than that, I feel like it's always going to be a -1, a fast -1 with what Echo has. The moment that hook connects, I don't know, you're not going to survive for long. Especially with the Death Squad that they have running right now.
Yeah, huge presence from Echo crossing the river. Looks like they're call it rougher now.
Yeah, again, it's that combination of the focusing mark hook alongside the fact that you have a Beatrix there with a Wesker available, right? Like, that's usually what we see. It's such a fast kill. And so, again, Smart Omega, what can they do to kind of counter around that? Play with the vision that they have with this Novaria pick. Again, they prioritize this, and also at the same time, try to isolate these members. And that's what they have to do here if they don't want to give up another turtle. It's less than half health.
I know it's going to be a big challenge.
There's a deadly catch. Carl Deasy secures it. Omega tries to get on board, but no dice. Currently, Echo 2 for 2.
Drums of war are already sounding here in MPL Arena. Right now on the field, Omega is trying to buy some time for Color to get into shape here, which doesn't seem to be anytime soon, from what I can see.
The scary thing, again, is you're at the 5-minute mark. You're nearly at the same 2K gold lead that we saw in the previous game, which, before we knew it, all of a sudden ballooned to about 10K, after especially that first Lord. So right now, Echo's looking to do exactly the same thing. It's like they have a blueprint, and they just continue to follow it from game in to game out, and that's why they are, once again, undefeated currently. So Smart Omega, what do they have to do? I think, that's kind of what they're scrapping at here. I mean, part of it, again, is you lock in the Cho for a reason. Chagnu really hasn't been able to find any way of the Dragons at this point in the game, 6 minutes in, to set up the team. Sanji has actually found them, even when we saw that first turtle.
Echo finds one. Chagnu gets picked off. JP reading him like an open book, and now Kelra here walks right into him. No one home.
There's no problem here for Echo to just take this, take those tower hits, and make sure you can get a little bit of advantage. Every bit of advantage counts here if you're fighting.
Benny!
Oh my goodness.
Dear Lord, the damage sending El Capitan home.
He had a flicker, by the way. He saved it. I love the what they call it, the discipline on this guy now, compared to where he was. you guys know what I'm talking about.
He's like a I was gonna say it. What's a disciplined storm? A calm storm? Like,
wow.
That sounds like an oxymoron. You can't control a force of nature.
You can't.
What? Are you
You
a
are
wizard?
the force.
Oh,
okay.
If you are the force of nature, you can control it,
If
right?
you're Benny.
If you're Benny.
You can do it like
low
that.
pressure area.
I guess.
Yeah.
All right, so third turtle of the game is up. I think this is just, again, another turtle going to the hands of Echo, right? They are so dead set on keeping that basically 100% turtle take ratio right now, as they do. Third one for this second game as well. Carl Teasy just having a heyday, really, on this Bane pick. You know, he's relatively just super farmed up. He isn't really having any issues with anything, and I think, again, a lot of this is going to translate into these Lord picks in a couple minutes away. And how does Smart Omega actually contest them, right? They have to find something.
That's a good question, but because you know who's not having a heyday? Chagnu. No. So uncanny for me to see him without these Way of the Dragons.
Speaking of, he does find Sanford, and they pop the Faraga armor just as quickly. Andoryu down to a fifth of his health. Kelra pushes that tier 1 down bottom. Close call. Something to note, fellas. Sanford, that's how far ahead Echo is. He didn't even build Immortality first. Andoryu very low. Ain't no crap clan cannon here. And down he goes, traded out for Ryota gets the kill. Jungler for jungler, and they're not done. Away the dragon from Sanji. Takes down Ethomax. And now Benny Cutie, ooh, a stray bullet finds its mark. Not enough to take down Kelra. Currently, a 2-for-1 trade.
I love how they seem to be like reading each other's movements here. The way that they're flickering in at these moments and dashing in and firing these shots.
Okay.
And it looks like Omega dead set on keeping this tier 1 in mid, using that Blazing Duet to clear the wave.
So I think, you know, asking him what does Smart Omega need to do to accomplish, to get back into this game, or at least keep it under control where it doesn't balloon in favor for Echo, that was step one, right? Get one of these kills, it went in the hands of Ryota, try to play around that, try to hold on to what you can, but most likely they will lose this tier 1 if they continue to put pressure here from Echo on it leading into this first Lord. If they don't, and they hold on to it, then that's great, right? At least they have some of that space to work around with. But still, I think it comes down to that Lord fight. They should be able to contest it, because if they just give it up, we've seen it before. Oh, this is troublesome.
Oh, the hook steals away the small camp there, but at least they know where he is. Full-on combo. Sanford's gonna eat it. Last Insanity saves him, and here comes the cavalry. JP with a concealed play. Spots Ryota, gets the bite down, and there's the full combo. Feeding up a kill to the big old crab man pirate, whatever Bane is. Now they're gonna convert into the Lord. Quick push up top though by Kelra. Echo makes a beeline, blitzing this Lord.
Scary thing is, it wasn't even full combo. I saw Sanji and Carl Teasy holding on to their ultimates. So whoever that was, whoever that could have been, definitely was going to go down.
Oh, watch Andoryu trying to steal it. Not going to happen unless, ooh, close call. All 5 members of Echo were knocked up. Y'all see that?
Yeah, I love it too, because like even watching that,
Teamwork.
Sanji is just like, you can't get past me, you know, because he's ready with the Way of the Dragon. So Andoryu really didn't have much of room to work with there. So first Lord also secured here for Echo. They're going to play around this, probably convert some of the tier 2s, if not some of the tier 1s that are still left up here.
And so far, the items are showing that there are some core items that are already completed for Omega members, but nowhere near ready to actually go toe-to-toe yet. So I think Omega, again, kind of had to just buy some time here. There's no other way around it, man.
Buy some time, working with this Lord. They will lose the tier 2. They should make quick work route. One thing that we are seeing from Smart Omega's lineup is relatively good clear, right? Whether Kelra uses the Blazing Duet or not, they should be able to clear out things for at least now. As we get further into, more late Lords taken, then it gets increasingly harder because, of course, you want Kelra to be able to utilize that Blazing Duet for some of these team fights. I mean, the fact, too, Andoro, okay, fine.
Yep.
But again, even Sanford, right? He just recently did pick up the Immortality. So we saw how many resources were being thrown at Sanford, but that's just kind of one of the annoying things dealing with an X-Borg across from you, right? It feels like it takes so much team effort to get a kill on an X-Borg, and then he gets an Immortality, it gets even harder.
Yeah, the exact amount of time it takes to kill an X-Borg is forever.
Forever.
Yeah.
Feels about right.
That's a metric amount of forever.
That's
Exact number.
exact number.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
Check this out. Deadly catch. Committed over by Carl Teasy down bottom. And look at Andoryu, man. Andoryu's just here to do the JOB. He's just here to just leave minion waves and have it passively pushed. He did that successfully down bottom. So Echo now has to consider that. Echo now has to answer up top.
Watching Andoryu right here play like this and play on the Lancelot kind of reminds me of how Ryzen had a hard time slotting into this lineup as well. On that same role and same hero.
Deep and fresh wounds, huh? Like your new jungler now. Oh, wait. Oh. All right. Wait. No,
Carl Teasy
Andoryu
thinks.
still got it. No, Andoryu still got it.
Yeah, he locked
No!
that in.
Yeah, he did. All right.
He got. All right, there you go.
All right, the bush covered the buff, man.
Yeah, that's true.
So he locked that in. Again, going back to it, Smart Omega's doing at least a better job than the previous game where, now at this point, Echo isn't leading by 10, 11,000 gold. So, again, as Rockhard said, if you buy yourself a couple more minutes here, this is personality-wise where we're used to seeing Smart Omega shine, right? If they can get there. And I think still you're going to see Echo, with the lead that they have, play around this next Lord spawning in about 10 seconds because they know that Smart Omega would want to actually at least show face here. Not, we don't know if they actually want to convert it or not, but it really depends on how they approach this fight. Andoryu trying to push what he can, get what he can for the team to at least force a response from Echo. But does that mean they're in a position to actually take a Lord?
I mean, that's a big question, isn't it? Do Omega have the tools to stall this out? And if they do stall it out, what's the team fight going to look like? I mean, it starts to make more sense, especially when Ryota gets scaled up.
Yeah.
How long is that going to take?
They're not really allowing Omega to get the isolation plays in. Now JP hooks Andoryu, gets the bloody hunt in, and here comes a deadly catch. Oh, Thorn Rose right at the perfect time. Andoryu's still alive, but for how much longer? As Sanford, the apex predator, tries to get in a kill, and there's one down, plus the Lord, 2 for 2. Echo scores, and they're scrambling the barangay. Off camera though, Kelra was able to penetrate down bottom. Carl Teasy taken out by Ryota, and here's a last insanity. Sanford takes out the black, rather the Shock Mamba.
Whew, okay, and they're still going. They got Ryota.
Oh, what a punish. Ryota stayed a little too long. Here comes the
Nice
Astral
up.
Echo. Oh, no, they're going to force it. Not going to force it.
Okay, Kelra and Etumax still up. So can they actually clear some of these waves to deal with? Again, Lord making its way top lane. Echo, though, looking to at least knock on the base here of Smart Omega. Granted, everyone will be alive by the time he gets there.
Oh,
in.
JP with a bloody hunt and another hook, just in case, and Sanji. Not enough damage. Kelra survives.
Wow.
And they punish the mid laner of Echo. And Sanford here gets caught up. Way of the Dragon, gonna pop the immortality here. Benicudi putting down some beads, and there's an Astral Echo. Chaknu taken down. Echo penetrates up top. Currently 2 for 1 to trade Sanji for Kelra and Chaknu.
While all this is happening, by the way, Carl Teasy's nowhere in sight. So that's saying something
IDC.
right there.
IDC.
Here he is. He's going to make sure that this tier 3 rather, in mid falls. And just like that, Omega are staring at a bare base. They have no inhibitors left. County to take down the last in the bottom lane.
Okay. Making all
Wait,
hits.
what?
Sanford just, I was also like,
40.
He's playing a big risky game there, right? But
40.
that's what X-Borgs do.
I love what he does.
You got taken out.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's take a look here at the items. Again, Echo still has a relatively good lead here.
Yeah, I feel like this lead definitely still around an item, half an item at least for every player. So you're going to be able to do quite a bit, but they're not as far behind as you think for Omega, right?
Yep.
You still got a lot of fight. Then the damage coming in from Itomax is definitely not negligible. Same with Ryota. When they catch someone, I mean, that someone's definitely going to go down now.
Okay, taking a look at the gold earned here. Again, this is just, you know, painting the picture of the current situation of the economy. And as Rockhart said, what you're seeing from Smart Omega is actually some fight in them. I mean, even earlier when JP went in to try to lock down Kalra, and he just used the Blazing Duet, you could see that the damage was already there, and they have to start respecting it. This is where, once again, we reference Smart Omega's personality as the Omega Timers. They bought themselves a few minutes at least. Yeah, their base is fully exposed, but if they have the counterpunch in them, or if they can actually initiate a fight and win the numbers game, then they're in a better position here leading into the Lord. Now, again, does Echo decide to just kind of bait this out, force them to make a decision? It looks to be that case.
Concealed play. JP says we're going in. No one home. Tried to throw the hook, and Andoryu keeping this bush. A lot of targets taken here by the Astral Echo. They know Andoryu commits a full-on combo on Sanford. Sanford throws those flame missiles right on the 3. Lord here at half health. The dance continues. Oh, and this is dangerous. Lord at less. Oh, wow!
No!
Andoryu steals it, and he gets away! Andoryu! What?
He showed up, man.
Andoryu, the man of steel.
The
He
man.
stole the Lord!
I love that.
And he did it on a hero like that against Carl Teasy.
That's
Against the Lancelot.
The Lancelot.
against Lancelot man himself.
Call him Clark Kent. He is the man of steel. Check it out.
Ah, damn.
Man.
And not a scratch on him, too.
He even dodged the hook.
Again, that was another step in the right direction. Can they get a kill out of this and then march in with the Lord, or does Echo just play defensively here and deal with the Lord themselves? That's what they have to decide. It's better, you know, maybe they give up this tier 1, but right now, that's a step in the right direction. Smart Omega with the timers.
18, almost 18 minutes. Barely missed the mark
Oh.
there.
Seal.
Hug.
Yep, that's El Capitan throwing out the Astral Echo, catches 3. Chaknu committing the way of the dragon, popping the Pyraga armor on Sanford. Mind you, he still has some immortality. JP gets the bite down. The Mamba is down. The Mamba gets his immortality pop, dashes on out of there. Benny Cutie very low. Sanford as well gets his immortality pop too. And look at Andoryu up top, man. This smooth operator trying to get that split push. And there's the hook. Etomax flickers away. In comes Sanji. Does way too much damage. Etomax falls.
And the full commit there from Echo showing they mean business. Although the damage has already been done. 2,000 on the goal lead means they're actually quite even right now.
Yeah, the gold lead pretty much got whittled down. And at the same time, like we were saying, you know, Smart Omega has the fight in them, and we said that 3 minutes ago. So despite the fact Etomax still out 20 seconds, they've got to hold on. Looks like Echo wants to put some pressure here. If they're able to get a pick off, this could be the game. Iron Hook not going to land. So as they plant themselves in the base, still going for it.
Oh, here we go. The bloody hunt finds the Mamba. Sanji gets the kill, and now they smell blood. Oh, the winner turns the answer to the bravest fighter. Double kill for Sanji. Kelra is down, and here's the Astral Echo.
That's
a shutdown. Ladies and gentlemen, Echo take the sweep.